Creatively. Good morning. I am my I had gremlins. It said I had no internet, which I did. So I'm a couple of minutes late because right? It's always something. So I had gremlins in my again the internet. It's working. I'm here. I'm thankful to be here. That doesn't always happen. So, good morning. Oops. Now I had to hear myself. Okay, so I got some fun things today. This is a lesson in using your designer series paper. I want to show you some cards I did by using some designer series paper I liked. So I also wanted to tell you there's a great deal on a starter kit right now. If you want to join my team and you want more information, you can go to susanmsmith.stampitup.net is where I am. I had to put the M in there because there was more than one of us at the time I signed up. Go figure. So I will, it's a great deal, especially if you're an in-color fan. I live in Indiana, and friends, the temperature has gone from 0 to 80. Today it's supposed to be like 89 degrees. And that just does wonderful things for us with allergies. So I've taken all of my meds, but I feel like you would never know it. So in the catalog, we not only have great deals on starter kits, we have really fun product. Stampin' Up! Always does a great job with our product. One of the things I liked this year was the Host Designer Series paper. It's a huge package paper. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided pages for a total of 24 sheets of designer series paper. It's a great deal. If you have an event or you order $150, you can get that, and it's fantastic. Look at all the colors that are in it: Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight, Mint, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. Great papers, great colors. So how many of us have a tendency to open up a paper pack and say, oh my gosh, this paper is so pretty, and then you don't cut it, and then you open it back up and you go, this paper is so pretty, I can't cut it. Well, I cut mine. I cut it a lot. So here is what I do. I have these were Stampin' Up! I got these from Stampin' Up! A long time ago, but you can get them at any craft supply store or online. There are these plastic containers, and so my designer series paper goes in here with all of the scrap, and then I can slide this in so I can remember what cardstock it goes with and stuff. All this, the information that I took off here is on the back of the packet, but sometimes I just like this on top, so when I pull it out, I can cut it. So I cut my paper. I really cut it. I decided I wanted to do some cards with these botanical layers. I liked these words, and I like these leaves stamped on my cardstock. Now, do those stamp sets actually go together? No, they don't go together, but they look real cute. So this is what I did. I needed to do a swap for an event I'm doing. So here is my pile of all the different patterns and what I did to create the cards. So these cards are all done the same way. Let me slip one out of here. These are all cut the same way. I cut them 5.5 by 7.5. Scored them at 4.25. This is a 1-inch piece down here, and this is 3 by 5.25. This is 3 by 5.5. I wanted it to go all the way to the end. I stamped my words on the designer series paper. This is one of the patterns. And then I added a blackberry, just turned it the other way, And then I added these gems. These are my favorite new gems. Flowered adhesive back trinkets. There's gold, there's 3 colors. There's gold, silver, and like a rose gold. They're so pretty. So I did 20 cards like that. And I whipped them out in no time. So this is a great way to make birthday cards for a year. So you have birthday cards ready to go. So here's all of these ready to go for me. And then I wanted to show you 2 other ways to do it. So this one, I did the exact same thing, only the different direction. So I cut it 4 1/4, scored it at 5 1/2, cut a 1-inch piece down here, measured this 4 1/4, because I wanted it square, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then, so I cut off, one moment please. I cut off 1 1/4 inches off the bottom and used a 4-inch square. Same style, just a different cut. So my 12 by 12, I can get 4 by 4 sheets. I can get 9 out of my designer shapes paper. So this one, I cut 1-inch strips across the front, and I wanted to go the full length, so I cut them 5 1/2. So I did 1 by 5 1/2. I put this on top, but before I did that, I ran it through the embossing folder. See those pretty ferns? This has ferns on it, and I just think it's harder to see. But it looks really good in person, so there it is on the back. So now I've textured it, and I'm going to do my tag. The lasting labels is the punch that I used. Excuse my runny nose. I mean, I swear, if I could take, my husband and I talk about it all the time, if there was some magic potion I could take to make it all quit and not make me go to bed, Saturday was awful. I tried everything. I took a shower, everything to get my sneezing to stop. And then Sunday I woke up and I was totally fine. So I used the lasting label punch. I punched out the blackberry. And this is one of the ones that I can punch and then stamp because I'm not that worried about where my words, that they fit perfectly. So I've taken from the Botanical layers. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I did it in white. Do I want it in white? No, I really want it in that designer series paper. So let me go back here. I want this paper. This is the one I punched out of. As you can see, I liked it. It had a stripe and then a floral on the other side, and it's part of that petal pink. So I liked it better than the white. I mean, you can make your own judgment call. This looks fine, but this looks better to me, personal preference. So I'm going to do these lasting labels again. Punch it out. And now I'm going to stamp with my pool party. Yeah, that's it. I am trying this. I have a friend who never puts the labels on the back. I'm trying it with this one stamp set. It's kind of giving me an itch and a twitch, but I'm trying it because I check my words 27 times to make sure they're not going to be upside down. I mean, it's an issue. Okay, so there's our words. And that was in the blackberry. I'm going to attach it. If I don't close my pads, friends, while I'm sitting here, I will be a hot mess. So again, this is just cutting my paper a little bit different, layering it, using my paper. If Stampin' Up! Gives us a package of paper, it all coordinates very well. And I like it. My phone's going off over here. My sisters are text messaging. Our parents are a little older. My sisters from Texas came up last week. Now, there's still issues to be discussed, so I'm ignoring it. So if you've made comments or done anything else, I can't see my phone because my sisters are blowing it up. Okay, so here we go. We've got some great new embossing folders. Here's these flowers again. I can use silver, gold. I think what's silver on this one. They just make me happy. Oh, look. They should be the center of this thing up here. Oh, that's cute. I need one more. Oh, maybe one more. My husband, God love his little heart, decided to make his mom a Mother's Day card. I came down and I swear there was like this much gone out of these. He put them all over the card. I guess since he was hand delivering, it was totally fine. So here are the 3 different styles. Again, this one's in a clear envelope. When we take them for the swaps, we put them in clear envelopes, which is nice. But then I come out and come home and take them out because I like to touch and feel all my stuff. Okay, so those are those 3 styles. Now, I want to show you this too. I did a video last week on the embossing folders, and I want to show you how pretty these new folders are. I run them through on our foil papers so I can see them better. These are so pretty. These are just the ones I got. I think there's 1 or 2 more that I didn't get. But there are folders I might not have bought. I mean, you know, this makes me like them more, I guess, is what I want to say. So I wanted to create a card with one of them. So this is our new rose gold foil. And this ribbon is white with rose gold in it. I added my favorite flowers. And this is one the floral from the Speedy Recovery and one of the new punches. So is that not pretty? It's so pretty. And I made a card with doing this exact same thing. One moment. This is live, so I can't pause you. Let me grab that card. It's right here. If I had music to find a card by, I would have shared that with you. Okay, so look at this one. This is that same ruffled embossing folder, and this is that pretty brushed paper that we have that comes in mint, Night of Navy, and Blushing Bride. And I did a card. Isn't that beautiful? My son called and said, Mom, I need a wedding card. I said, I can do that. I colored it with Wink of Stella. This is the Abigail Rose. With pretty... Oh, it's mint. No, it's, this is succulent. That's why the ribbon matches. Sorry, succulent. That's why the ribbon matches. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. I am off to take Dad to the doctor and Mom to a haircut. Wednesday's my day to try to, I try to do my video, and then I always seem to have parental appointments, which I'm thankful I can do it. But I needed a mug of tea this morning to get myself going. All right, thanks, friends. Thanks again for joining me. I'll be back next week. I'll post pictures of this. It's on my Stand Creatively Facebook page is where I go live, and then I move it over to YouTube and a couple of different places. But if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm happy to get back with you. I want everyone to love card creating as much as I do. It's just what we do when we create cards is we bless other people's lives. So we get to use our gifts and talents and then get to share it with other people. And everyone could use a handmade card in the mail right now. Or anytime. I mean, just thinking of you, thank you for all you've done for me, hoping you'll have a great day. There's no reason not to send a card. I have 2 right here that have just florals on them that are ready to go. So again, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good one, friends. Thanks.